Guys, welcome back to another video. It is your boy Monix, and I want to talk about something very serious in the gaming community that's going on with High Guard and also with games in the past. Well, most games in the past. I know, there's certain games that, let's just say, maybe shouldn't have just been made or should have a whole rework of the game. But, anyways, today the whole point of this video, now before someone goes in the comment section saying, oh, you're defending this game, you're defending that game, no, I'm not. I just want to talk into a neutral point of view, and I just want to level with you guys. And like I said, I'm not trying to be a fanboy or anything. I just don't understand, like, why is everyone so hostile in the gaming community nowadays? And it's just like, this has been happening for the past few years now. Anyways, let's talk about the topic of this video, and that is entertainment is subjective. There's no such thing as an objective bad thing, right? Yes, you can have a universally where everyone agree, well, most people, if not almost everybody, agrees that said product or said thing is bad, or game, whatever the case may be, movie, TV show, comic, manga, whatever, right? Like, there can be a universally loved or aggressively mid or even bad slash trash or garbage, whatever, right? Yeah. But at the same time, that does not equate to objectivity, because there's going to be somebody in the world that likes that, right? There's going to be somebody in the world that likes something that you don't like. I mean, that's just, human nature, and it's just normal, right? But there's been a lot of people who's been going. Okay, before I say this point, I'm not. If you play games that has been universally, hated, I guess you can say, then I'm not talking about you where you're just giving constructive criticism, because of course there's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. And if you play the game for, quite a few, well, I say like an hour or two at least, then I mean, yeah, sure. And you said the game is just not for you, or you just don't think it's good. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who is going into these gaming communities and that is just saying, oh, game is gonna die, oh, games do DOA if it's, coming out pretty soon, etc., etc. That is basically who I'm talking to. That's the audience that I'm talking to the people who is just praying for the downfall of games. I'm not talking about the people who just happen to not like these games and just expressing their opinions. That's not who I'm talking about. Like, if it's not for you or you just don't like it, that's understandable. I'm talking about to the people who's going into these communities, trash talking people, and just going in their ear, being like, "Oh, this game's gonna die. Oh, why are you sticking with this mid game, with this trash game, etc., etc." That is the people who I'm talking about in this video, right? And guys, games with lower player counts does not mean they're bad, right? Like I said, there's quite a few amazing games out there, or FPS in specific, and we're going by that logic. And I'm talking about just specifically the fun factor. Don't strawman me in the comments section. If you strawman me, alright, that's you. But I'm gonna say this: if you go by that logic, if we're just using the fun factor, then Titanfall 2, Quake Live, and Crisis Wars are bad games if you want to go by that logic. Okay, sure. But people love those games not because of their player counts. And matter of fact, Titanfall 2, because of Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare, it got overshadowed by those two games. That doesn't mean Titanfall 2 was a bad game. It was just a hidden gem that a lot of people didn't know until a few years down the road when, well, I would say when it was too late, but everyone find out that, oh my god, Titanfall 2 was a masterpiece. The campaign was awesome. The fact that you can travel in time, like it was in one mission where you was able to travel back in time and switch in the level design, switch immediately, and you can switch back to the original level design. It was just so cool, man. And the wall running and stuff, man, peak. And the multiplayer was just fluid, smooth. Hit reg was awesome. Yeah. And then you have Quake Live. I mean, yeah, sure, it's an old game, a decade ago, but still, I mean, the game is still having, these games still have their dedicated communities. Matter of fact, when I was watching Crisis Wars videos on, I don't know what his name was or something like that, but I think his name was like Alex626 or something, man. I've been watching those videos. I'm like, man, I wish I can play Crisis Wars, man. Like, it looks fun, man. But the whole point is, what I'm trying to say here is that just because a game has a lower player count doesn't mean it's bad. You can say that, yeah, sure, it's not sustainable. Yeah, I agree. Well, yeah, sure, duh, right? It's especially if it's live service, then you need a serviceable amount of players to keep the game running. Well, yeah, duh. But come on now, y'all. It doesn't mean the quality of the game is bad, right? Now, for you, it probably is. For me, it probably is. But there's somebody out there that likes these games, and that's understandable. Like I said, I'm a Splitgate dude. I've been playing Splitgate ever since, like, at the very, very, very end. Basically, right before the Splitgate 2 open beta, a week before the open beta for Splitgate 2. That's how long I've been playing Splitgate with the franchise for, and how long I've been knowing the franchise. But I understand that, before Splitgate Arena Reloaded, became what it was, we had a rough ride with Splitgate 2. I understand that there was a lot of issues with it, the controversies, the hypocritical points. I get it, I understand. But I'm telling you, Arena Reloaded feels much more like Splitgate 1 than I will argue even Splitgate 1 even felt like Splitgate 1 itself. To be honest. I'm gonna say it. Might be the hottest take you ever hear in this channel, but that's what I think. But this is just what I think. But yeah, man, I just wanted that, bro. Like, seeing all this hate for high guard, some of them is warranted. Optimization on day one, yeah. Missing, key features of an FPS game, like console FOV sliders. Yeah, heck yeah. Like, I agree with you guys. All that should have been on day one. Like, I understand. But at the same time, these are live services. I don't treat them as much as like a full product. Like, if it was a full product with, features missing, I would have probably been giving it a lot more criticism than a live service, because I understand a live service is a live service. Well, yeah, duh. But I just want to say that, guys, don't just come into these communities and just, like, be telling people, oh, your game's gonna die, oh, your game's trash. I know I'm just, regurgitating the same stuff, but I just want to say that again and again and again to make sure that everyone that watches this video gets it, because everyone is just being so hostile. I don't know why. There's even just, like I said, if you are a constructive criticism type person, I am not talking about you. Like, I'm gonna say that also again. I don't want someone in the comments saying, oh, well, Monix, well, yeah, objectively bad games should fail, and it should not be, they should not be in the gaming industry. I'm like, okay, listen. What do you mean by objectively bad games? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, what is objectively bad? Alright, is there even a such thing as objectivity in gaming, right? Or anything in the entertainment industry? Is there even such a thing? Are we power scaling? Is that what we're doing, bro? That is something that power scalers would say when they're trying to power scale a character. Oh, this thing is objective, which is understandable because that's what you do in power scaling, right? You kind of have to be most objective as you can. I mean, of course, there'd be some people being a fanboy and they're biased and they have a little bit of subjectivity in it, but most of the time, 9 out of 10 times, you have to be objective with your points and stuff as you can. But this is not power scaling. This is gaming. I mean, you can play any game that you want. Instead of spending all that time just like going on Twitter, going on these YouTube posts, going on any social media, just hating on all these games. Like I said, I don't mind if you do constructive criticism, but if you're just the same person just on the same games, like, Twitter account or YouTube profile or even content creators just saying this and that over and over and over and over again. That is who I'm talking about, right? I hope everyone gets this point. I'm not talking, like I said, I'm not talking about constructive criticism because that is understandable, right? I do it all the time, right? But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was kind of a rant because I kind of regurgitate the same points over and over, said the same stuff over and over. It's really more of a rant type video. So, leave it as it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I gotta go. I gotta flow. I'm in the arena.